Here today, coming to you from Cebu Ocean Park here. I'm with Anne, my friend here from Cebu. So we're going to check out this place. Cebu used to have an old aquarium over at Mactan Island, which back in the day, but it's closed now. So it's nothing like as big as this one. So I'm excited to see this. It's Christmas now. You can see it's got all the Christmas decorations here. So first, how to get there. The park is located in the SRP of Cebu City, as shown. It's right next door to SM Seaside Shopping Mall, as shown as the circular building on the map. Barring traffic, it's pretty easy to get to. They have their own website, but the info is pretty minimal. It seems like some pages haven't been updated. Well, at the time of making this video anyhow, so let's hope there's updates shortly. It did have a menu for prices, but at the time of making this video, you weren't able to buy any tickets online. So again, just monitor their websites for updates for this. Prices are shown at the time of making this video, so check with them directly for latest rates. What I found is they seem to be more active on their Facebook page with updates, so check that out as well. It'll have the most up-to-date information. So for me, the only option I had at this stage was to buy tickets on the day at the booth. You can pay extra for interactions such as feeding the birds, the stingrays, the fish spa and more. Before you enter the park, you can pose for a photo in front of the green screen here. And just a word of advice, don't wear green as you'll become part of the background, which I'll show later in the video. Make sure to take note of your photo ID so you can check it out later, as shown in the red circle at my poor attempt of photoshopping the picture. There's also a map at the front to orientate yourself. But to go through the park, it's pretty easy. It's set up with a linear pathway that leads you into each section. The first area is the jungle trek to see some freshwater fish. Just as a note, this is a wheelchair accessible park. There are some large tanks with multiple angles to view the fish, allowing you to get up close with some great shots. Some of the fish here are pretty common, like the ones you'd see in home aquariums, such as angelfish. There was also a number of lizards that you could view here. The next area contained all these creepy crawlies, but in the front of this area was some cute little rabbits, and I wondered why, as they seemed so out of place here. Anyhow, I wasn't expecting to see spiders and snakes either. But it was all interesting enough. At the end of this area was a huge python. It looked like it had just eaten something. Then I thought about those bunny rabbits. I shouldn't draw conclusions though. Then it's out to the birds, where they have colourful lorikeets. You have an option of buying food to feed them, and they'll land on your hands. They're all fairly tame. Even if you don't feed them, you still might have the chance of seeing one up close, or when other people are feeding them. What I liked about this enclosure, there was a lot of space for the birds to fly. I've seen some birds in really small cages around the Philippines, and this was something good to see. The next area is the Seven Seas, obviously saltwater fish. Here you'll find lots of different aquariums with various fish. The eel look really cool. And if you're a fan of Finding Nemo, you'll just love this area. I did this in slow motion. The fish just looks so much more graceful swimming at a slower pace like this. Actually, having aquariums like this can help reduce stress. That's why some doctors or dentists have aquariums in their waiting rooms. So maybe while you're at the dentist waiting for that root canal, maybe have a think of looking at the aquarium to relax you a bit. With all the colourful fish and decor in the tanks, it's appealing to the whole family, as well as providing colourful selfie opportunities. On the sides of the tanks, there's these little information cards with fun facts on some of the fish that you're looking at. The lionfish here, although dangerous, looked amazing. There's one tank here you can pop your head in the centre, which is great for taking photos if you wish. Then you come outside to where they have some of the interactive areas. You don't need to participate in any of these activities, and I don't think it really will take anything away from your experiences from coming here. It's more an extra bonus. What I really enjoyed the most was the stingray area, where they had a crew member feeding some of the stingrays here. It was really interesting to watch. As you can see right up close to the stingrays and how they eat. It just fascinates me. Stingrays have such contrasting looks depending on which angle you're looking at them. From below they look so humorous, and then when you see them swimming on the side they just look so graceful, especially in slow-mo. They look like flying birds of the ocean. Ocean Park has a number of rays, including the spotted eagle ray. Just some facts: in the wild, when feeding and resting, stingrays bury their bodies in the sand but leave their barbs out for protection. Not only found in oceans, but also some species are freshwater river rays. Stingrays have electrical sensors around their mouths, which can sense natural electronic charges of potential prey. Many have jaw teeth to crush foods such as clams, oysters and mussels. There's a croc cage. They also have an interaction with the crocodiles here as well. I didn't try this though. For food they have a kiosk. I've just shown prices to give you an idea. Next up is the bird show, which they have some parrots performing tricks. More for the kids, this one.
She gets letter T.
This is what you really come for though, the Oceanarium, and it's the biggest in the Philippines. I did go to Ocean Park in Manila, but that was so long ago I don't remember it very well. More recently I've been to the aquarium in Melbourne, Australia, and it's fairly comparable to that. This is the most awesome part of Cebu's Ocean Park. It's just so cool to walk down that corridor with the huge glass tank around you, with all the fish swimming around. It's a selfie heaven. Although there were lots of people and kids, it can get a bit noisy as it echoes through that tunnel. And trying to move around taking video, it's quite easy to knock into people. If you ever wondered why you don't see great white sharks in aquariums, it's because they haven't been able to keep them alive long enough. They usually die within days or weeks. It has been said though, these sharks did arrive not in full health to these aquariums and they never fully recovered. One did last for 6 months, but it had to be released as it was eating other fish. Again, my favourite is the stingrays. In slow-mo, you can see their gills working. They are just amazing creatures for me. Of course, there's other fish, such as the puffer fish that you can see on screen. Even a diver made a guest appearance. The park has more than 200 species on show, and this tank has over 3,500 cubic meters of seawater in. I really enjoy this area, obviously the highlight of the park. As I did stay here quite a while, the area did clean out of people at certain periods so you could get some better photos or video. As you can see, I was obsessed with getting a selfie with a stingray behind me, so I apologise for the excess video on this. You'll probably see it as a thumbnail for this video as well. Then it's out to the amphitheatre, another huge tank. Oh, so that's what happened to my ex. After this, there's some tablets you can punch in your unique code from the photos you took at the beginning. And as I mentioned, if you wear green, you become part of the background. There's a cafe at the end, and there's a mandatory gift shop they always seem to have at these type of places. Overall, I thought it was good, although I thought it was a bit pricey. I think having the other animals was a bonus. It adds a bit more, I think. Definitely one for the family. Maybe they could offer some family type passes to make it more affordable. If you're in Cebu City, it's a good place to check out. For more videos, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.